Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you are doing well. This is TJ's Maths and Further Maths Adventures. If you're new here, please consider subscribe. Hit the notification button so that you'll be notified whenever I upload a new content. Today we'll be looking at indices, which is one of the very important topic as far as you're preparing for your external examination. So let's look at indices. Index, that's indices, in mathematics is a power power or an exponent to which a number or a variable is raised to. So indices in mathematics is a power or an exponent to which a number or variable is raised. E.g., let's say we have 3 power 4. Here, this 3 is the base, then 4 is the, we call this 4 is the power or exponent or index. This is index. The plural form of index is indices. The plural form of index is indices. So let's look at laws of indices. Laws of what? Laws of indices. Laws of indices. The first law of indices, that's law 1, is multiplication law. That's multiplication law of indices. We have multiplication law, multiplication law. Multiplication law, when you multiply similar term, you need to add their powers. E.g., if let's say we have a power m times a power n, these are similar terms in the base, and we are multiplying, we have to add their powers. So this will be a power m plus n. This is what we mean by multiplication law. It could be a numbers or a variable. So e.g., let's use numbers now. Let's say we have 2 power 3 times 2 power 4. This will be equals to, the base are the same, we can add the power. This will be 2 power 3 plus 4. That will be 2 power 7. This is the first law of indices. Let's move to the second law of indices, which is law 2. Law 2, that's division law. Division law. When you divide similar term, when we divide similar time, we need to add, or we need to subtract their powers. Let's say we have a power m divided by a power n. Since we are dividing, we subtract their respective powers. So this will be a, that's m minus n. E.g., let's say we have 3 power 4 divided by 3 power 1. This will be 3 power 4 minus 1. And this will be 3 power 3, which is 27. Because 3 power 3 means 3 times 3 times 3 in 3 places, which is 27. Then the third law of indices is what we call multiple power law. Multiple power law of indices. Let's say we have a power m all in power n. This will be a power n times n. This is what we mean by multiple power law of indices. E.g., let's say we have 3 power 4 all in 2. This will be 2 power 4 times 2, which is 2 power 8. So this is the third law of indices. Okay, let's move here to the second or the fourth law of indices. The fourth law of indices, that's law 4, is what we call negative power law. Negative power law. Negative power law of indices. Power law of indices. Negative power law. And let's say we have a power n. This is the same thing as 1 over a power n. And this negative law of indices can be applied to either variables or numbers. E.g., let's say we have 4 power minus 3. 4 power minus 3, this is the same thing as 1 over 4 power 3, which is 1 over 64. Because 4 power 3 means 4 times 4 in 3 places, which is 64. Let's look at another example. Let's say we have a power x, a power minus x. This is the same thing as 1 over a power x. Okay, this is the fourth law of indices. Let's move to the fifth law of indices. Law 5 is what we call power zero law of indices. Power zero law of indices. This power zero law of indices, it could be any variable or number raised power 0 is 1. Let's say we have a power 0, it will be 1. Or let's say we have 5 power 0 is going to be 1 as well. This is the fifth law of indices. Let's move to the sixth law of indices as well. The sixth law of indices. Sixth law now is what we call roots power law. Roots power law. Roots power law. And let's say we have a power minus n, power minus n over m over n. This is the same as, or let's say 1 over m. A power 1 over m. This is the same as, we take the root of this a, root m of this a, all in power 1. E.g., let's say we have 8 power 1 over 3. This is the same as the cube root of 8, which is 2. Let's say we have 4 power half as well. This 4 power half is the same as the square root of 4. Okay? So let's move to the seventh law of indices. Law 7 is what we call fractional law of indices. Fractional law of indices. Fractional law of indices. Fractional law of indices. Fractional law of indices, let's say we have m, a rather power m over n. This is the same as we take the root of a, root n of a, all in power m. Roots n of a all in power n. Let's look at example, e.g., let's say we have 8, 2 over 3. This is the same as taking the cube root of 8 all in power 2. Okay, the next law of indices, is After this fractional law, let's look at other laws of indices that will take us to law 8. If we have A over B all in power m, this will be A power m divided by B power m. E.g., let's say we have 4 over 3 all in 2. This will be 4 power 2 divided by 3 power 2. Then the ninth law of indices is when we have, let's say we have x power x is equals to 3 power 3. You can see that on the right hand side we have 3 power 3, then on the left we have x power x. So when the base and the power on each side are the same, we can equate either the base or the power. So x now will be 3. So x now will be 3. Let's move to the 10th law of indices. The 10th law of indices, that's law 10, is when, let's say we have 6 power p. This is the same as 3 power p, the same times 2 power p. It means when the power are the same, we can multiply the base. It means 3 times 2 is 6. Then we can now pick one of these powers.